Good morning, dear friends. In the part 1, we have discussed about the change of definitions of micro, small, and medium enterprises, availability and cost of funds, and opportunities available in new areas. In this part 2, we will discuss about the facilities available to the MSME. Before we start, we would like to have small reference to our part 1 contents. With the new definitions of micro enterprises, all the investors, those have invested up to 1 crore and turnover does not exceed 5 crores, fall under this category. And this category also consists of manufacturing enterprises and service enterprises. All the entrepreneurs, those investment is more than 1 crore but up to 10 crore, and his turnover is more than 5 crores but up to 50 crores, falls in the category of small enterprises. Now we will come to medium enterprises. All the enterprises whose investment is more than 10 crore but up to 20 crores, and his turnover is more than 50 crore but up to 100 crores, fall in the category of medium enterprises. Those are having more than 20 crores of investment and 100 crores of turnover, they are out of MSME. However, the industry requested the government of India to increase the turnover to 200 crore. Means they requested for the double amount of the turnover, that is from 100 crore to 200 crore. However, the government has not notified till yet these definitions. So there may be chances to upgrade the turnover for medium enterprises. MSME to be registered under MSME Act 2006 to get following benefit. Number 1, get collaterals free loan. It means you have to provide only basic securities, not collateral securities. So this is a very big opportunity or very big benefit to the MSME. Second is concession in electricity bills. You will get the concession because you are in MSME. Then protection against the delayed payment. Normally, as per Act, it has been defined that all the payment of the buyers has to make within 15 days from the delivery of the goods. But and it may extend as per their agreements, but cannot be more than 45 days. If the payment exceeded by 45 days, then they have to pay 3 times interest given by the Reserve Bank of India. Presently, it is 4 into 3, that is 12%. So that is a big opportunity or big benefit to the MSME. So they should not feel that their funds are stuck with the people where they have provided their goods or sold their goods. And fourth is eligible to get 1% reduction in rate of interest in overdraft wherever they are taking overdraft facility against hypothecation or against pledge or against any facility where they are creating their funds by hypothecation of their goods. That is called working capital. So in the working capital, they are eligible to get 1% concession on the rate of interest. Certain goods or certain tenders are only limited to the MSME. Means government will purchase only from MSME these items. Now 50% subsidy is available on registration of patents, and you will surprised to know that reimbursement of ISO registration certification is in full, that is a very, very big opportunity. Eased process for other license, registration, certification, and other approvals. Above all, no insolvency case under IBC Insolvency Bankruptcy Code can be filed against MSME for recovery for 1 year if MSME is limited liability partnership or a private company or a limited company, but recovery under SARFAESI, the securitization and reconstruction of financial assets and enforcement of securities interest Act 2002 and recovery of debt due to Banks and Financial Institutions Act 1993 will continue if outstanding loan amount, that is NPA, is more than 20 lakhs, and the recovery cases can be filed before the District Commercial Court as per Commercial Court Act 2015 will continue. Now, repo rate is only 4%. It is the tool in the hands of the RBI to control inflation, and RBI provide the funds on the rate. It is also called as repurchase agreement, and reverse repo rate is 3.35% presently. It is the short-term parking funds by commercial banks with RBI. It is tool in the hands of the RBI to control monetary policy. So the funds are also available on cheaper rate for disbursement. When CRR is 3%, under CRR a certain percentage of the total bank deposit have to be kept in the current account with the RBI, which means banks do not have access to that much account for any economic activity or commercial activity, and this is presently 3%. Now we'll come to SLR. It is 18.5%, that is statutory liquidity ratio, is the money a commercial bank needs to preserve in the form of cash or gold or government authorized securities, that is bonds, before providing credit their own customers. Lending rates depend upon bank rate, that is presently 4.25%. Marginal standing facility is 4.25%. This is the rate for emergency borrowing from RBI. Presently, base rate is fixed by RBI is 8.5% to 9.4%. Base rate is the minimum rate set by the Reserve Bank of India, below which banks are not allowed lending to its customers. Now it is replaced by MCLR, that is marginal cost of funds based on lending rates, with effect from 1st April 2016 to determine rate of interest for loans, and presently it is 6.95% to 7.5%, but this rate is only for overnight facility. Recently, Honorable Finance Minister requested the banks not to charge interest more than 7.5% on MSME collaterals free loan. She also assured them, do not afraid of 3 C's, that is CBI, CBC and CAG, while sanctioning the loan to MSME. First we will talk about CAG. RBI inspection is there in the banks. Short inspections are there, regular inspections are there, statutory inspection. In addition to 4 quarterly additions are also there. So there is no role of the CAG as far as the banks are concerned, because they are having so much inspections and audits. Now we'll come to CVC. Every bank is having one CVO, that is Central Vigilance Officer. That person is of the level of a general manager of the bank. So all the cases are going to the CVO only in case of scale 4 and above, wherever CVO is of the opinion that this case can be transferred to CVC, then only cases are transferred to CVC. Otherwise, it has to be decided at the level of the banks only. Now we'll come to CBI. CBI can file at any case at any time, but presently all the loans where NPA is already declared and OTS proposal is on the line, and if OTS proposal is sanctioned with a loss to bank about 5 crores, it requires CBI clearance. Or in any other case where bank is of the opinion that defraud has taken place, or action due to some action of some person, bank suffered a loss. So due to this, the case can be forwarded or recommended for CBI inquiry. So here I put before you all the facts related to benefits to MSME registration and cost of funds, up to what level you can get. Third, bankers can disburse the loan after taking all these facts into consideration. And thank you very much. Thank you for watching it. Wait for next episode to come. Thank you once again.